and you charge by the hour, you're being punished for being efficient. You need to charge for the exchange of value, for the transformation, for the result. What's up?
Life of a hustler, gotta do it for mother, gotta do it for father, even though he act like a sucker. Life of a hustler, gotta do it for granny, gotta do it for brothers, even if they think I don't love them, been getting active and hustling.
What's up? We back with another episode of the More Action Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon J. And as always, we're going to talk a little bit about business today, credit. Main topic, I want it to be self-worth. I want y'all to understand something, the mindset that I've been training myself to have on a daily basis. We got to stop charging by the hour. We got to stop charging using time as a metric for price. Most of the time, we get a job, and they pay us by the hour. You get $20 an hour, $15, $50 an hour. Some people, as soon as they leave their job, as soon as you start doing that thing that you wanted to do, on the side, maybe you're a barber, maybe you're a painter, like myself. Shout out to my business, Brandon J Services. If you need any painting in Beaufort, South Carolina, send an email and see what we can do from there. Back to the video. We sit here and think that if I'm going to work outside of work, I might as well charge the same way. Maybe I'll add a little extra on top because this is technically overtime, and I believe that I'm worth this, that, and that. Listen, when you are charging for anything, you need to charge for the exchange of value, for the transformation, for the result. You don't need to charge by the hour just because your boss pays you by the hour. You have to switch your mindset. You are no longer the employee. Think about it. If you had people helping you do whatever it is that you're doing, would you want to give them all of your money? You got lights to keep on, marketing, you got equipment, you got payroll, all these things. Would you want to give away all your money? I mean, think about investments, maybe gas, insurance, the list goes on. Why would you give away all your money to the people helping you grow your business? Exactly. So if you're getting paid $20 an hour, that doesn't mean what you're doing is worth $20 an hour. It's possible what you're doing is worth $200, $2,000, but that is known by experts. In one of my other videos, I mentioned that people pay experts. People don't want to hear you confused about something you came to sell to them. If you come to them with a product or service and they ask you one question and you are thinking and trying to remember, you're losing them. You have to know it all. How much are you spending on gas? How much time is it going to take you? How much money do you have to invest into this job, into this product or service the one time you're selling it? Because you never know. Somebody might want to buy 20. How much is it going to cost to get 20 of those things and then resell it to them and make your... There's so much math. There's so many things that goes into whatever it is you're doing, which is why you need to be an expert, which is why you need to pay attention to the little things. Add it all together. Your pricing cannot be by the hour just because you are used to being paid by the hour. When you actually bring value, when you actually have a good product or service, and you charge by the hour, you're being punished for being efficient. You don't need to charge by the hour because now, let's say you wanted to make more money on this job once you've already accepted it, because that's what happens. You don't, feel it until you're doing the work and you think, man, I wanted more money for this. I feel like I should have been paid more or asked for more money. You don't feel it until you offer a price and your customer says yes so fast that you feel like, man, I should have said a bigger number. Right? When you charge by the hour, if you aren't making enough money on the job, you'll actually, like most people at their jobs, slack off, slow down, so you can get paid more. What you needed to do was have all of your numbers in order before you went to your client with the offer. You needed to have everything ready, so when you set that price, you were perfectly fine with them saying no, because now you don't have to do the work. But if they said yes, you're going to be paid exactly how you wanted to be paid to cover all the expenses, make profit, and provide a good service fast and efficient instead of slow because you charge by the hour and realize it's only going to take you 1 hour to do it. People charge by the hour and then find out that this job was so simple, it's going to take less than an hour. So now I'm not covering any cost. I'm just doing a favor at this point. And that's not running a business. That's just running backwards. Hey, you ever heard somebody say, you don't know what you got till it's gone? Every time somebody says that, they always think you had something good and now you lost it. So you didn't know that because you lost it now. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you may have something bad. Right now, you may be in a bad situation. You may be at a job that is not paying you what you're worth. Every job will never pay you what you're worth. I'm sorry. That's just how business is. So maybe if you step outside of that job, maybe if you do something on your own, work on the mastery of it, understanding the cost and the pricing, and charge the right price, you may realize you can make 10 times the money doing the same thing from 5 to 9 that somebody's paying you to do from 9 to 5. You can make 10 times the money after work if you become the guy who's in charge of finding a job, covering the cost of the job, the sales part of the job, all of this. You can now charge for each part of that process instead of just being paid for the labor portion of it. You don't know what you got until it's gone doesn't just mean you lost something good. It may mean you had something bad. Maybe you need to step away from what you're currently doing. Do a little more research, maybe use some AI or something. Whatever you're doing for someone else right now, you can do for yourself. If you're really good at it, you can train, hire people. Don't be afraid to get help because you are help. If you've been in a job for a long time, you may not see yourself as someone who hires someone to work for you because you've been working for someone else. I'm just saying, use your imagination. You have to change your mindset. Every time you think a thought, it turns into an action if you think it enough. That's just my opinion based on how things have been going for me. You know what I mean? Everything that I really spend enough time thinking about becomes real. Have a good idea of what you are worth. Don't let the opinions of others or the pay that you're getting from a job determine your worth. The way that you think of yourself is the way other people are going to think of you. The way that you see yourself comes out in your actions. One thing leads to another. More Action Podcast is about finances, business, mindset, credit. Obviously, you want to start an LLC. Even if you don't do anything with it, start an LLC. All you got to do is pay state fees. There's plenty of sources, like busy.com. There's plenty of things. Just Google it. There's people who can help you with that. Shout out to Haitian CEO. I'm going to put my link in this video if you want to join his mentorship, fix your credit. Plenty of, mentorship. There's videos every Wednesday. It's live. This is my link. If you sign up through this link, you'll help me make a little money, and then you can create your own link and just keep the thing going. If you are just beginner and you're not trying to get into a full-on mentorship, you can check out my book on Amazon, The Credit Curriculum, short read. And it's a very good book for anybody trying to get the basics of credit, understood and memorized before they move forward, start their own credit business, credit stacking, all these different things you can do with credit. Once you fix your credit and you have a score above a 680, above a 700, that LLC looked at as a person by the government. You can go to the bank and get $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in business credit for that LLC to start your business, whatever it is. Fix your credit and use your personal credit to get business credit. And mindset you need to have whenever you step out of a job, whenever you step into entrepreneurship, you have to understand that it takes a lot to make something happen. So you can't charge by the hour just because you've been paid by the hour. You have to study and understand the process of whatever it is you're doing. Add all of those things up and price accordingly based on the transformation. This was another episode of More Action Podcast. I'm your boy Brandon J. And until next time, peace.